Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, y'all. And welcome to
Wow.
A podcast where we, Angelica Pasquini,
and Devin Leary,
watch and discuss Couples Therapy Season 5. Before every episode, we want to let you know we're both in love with this show and its masterful observations on the human condition, love, companionship, and life
itself.
We are friends, humorous, and highly therapized individuals who are never punching down.
Only up or at ourselves.
Or this way. Okay. We're not making fun of the brave souls who open their relationships to be filmed on this legendary series. That being said, we are comedians and we are going off because this show is our Nick's
final whatever this is that they're doing, the Knicks.
Swoosh. Go Knicks.
Is it March Madness?
No, babes, because it's not March. It's the finals.
It's not March. You're so right when you say it's not March.
Now, when I say it's not March, what I mean...
There's a baby.
There's a baby crying.
I guess Orna would say it's noise pollution outside.
No, literally.
No, literally, this is the sunglasses and cellulite episode.
Yes, cellulite here, as you can see, and sunglasses on here.
And sunglasses here, and it's also the funeral.
It is. This is cellulite sunglass summer. Wait,
and
that's
funeral
like
because I'm dressed like that. Cellulite sunglasses summer instead of hot girl summer.
No, literally.
Yeah.
So this is the last episode of the show, episode 9, the finale.
Yeah, and can I just say one thing before we get started?
Yeah.
Someone's baby is screaming, and
that needs to
be stopped, but there's nothing we can do. Okay. I have been internalizing Orna's messaging to Drea and to Sienna about how...
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
You're like
correcting the wrong way.
Clinton. 1 second. I'm gonna have something to say about that. 1 second. No. So I took in the message to that it's healthy to express anger. It's the summer in the city. It's cellulite sunglass summer. There's tourists here. And they, first of all, walk through the subway at a snail's glacial ass pace. Mm-hmm. Second of all, I took the subway home at rush hour. I was in an incredibly crowded 6 train because the 4 and 5 weren't running because guess what? What is it always? Someone needs medical attention at the next station.
Okay.
So I'm on the 6 train. I get a seat. I'm stuffed with all these people. I see these 2, I can tell they're tourists because they're like smiling in this way that's like so goofy that you wouldn't do on the subway if you are been living here. They're trying to shove themselves in, but they don't fit. So the door is not closing. And they're just like when I'm, the door is slamming and they're like, with the door. And I'm like, oh my God. But they finally like push themselves in.
Okay.
We get to my stop, 14th Street. We're trying to get out and they're not moving out of the way. So they're the 2 people in front of where the doors open. Let me hide my rat ass tissue. The common courtesy is like you're standing in front of the door. You move out onto the platform so people can get out. These 2 people are like, we're pushing. People are like, and I go, you need to move right now. Get out of the way.
Oh my God.
And they did. And I felt so powerful. And so then that was like, okay, so I made a change in the world. We all got off the train. We all got home. This morning, I see what is my bane of my existence, especially living here in Williamsburg. Okay. This is Bushwick, but I live in Williamsburg. My bane of my existence in Williamsburg is white men on a city bike, no helmet, flip-flops, looking at phone while they're riding. And of course, we don't live in a perfect world. I'm not a perfect person. You're at a stoplight, check your phone, whatever. I'm talking about swaying, looking at the phone. I see this guy.
I've seen it.
By the way, the green bike lane is here. This guy is here in the road, even though the green bike lane is right here. He's staring at his phone, swerving, and I see him almost get hit by this car. So imagine he does get hit by this car. The person driving the car, that ruins their day, it could ruin their life, people's lives, injuries. Like, this is what's so worth it for you to be looking at your goddamn phone. So I get to the next traffic light and I simply wait for him to be next to my window and I scream, get off your phone.
No, that's totally appropriate.
He didn't respond. The people around me seemed to be kind of like, is everything okay? But I'm just going to start saying that because it's like, You're risking ruining someone else's life by them killing you?
No, I know. It's so annoying. I think of that all the time. I'm like, if you're making me have to be,
You're making me have to be your murderer.
Yeah, you're making a murderer.
You're making a murderer out of me.
You're making a murderer out of me.
If you're making a murderer out of me.
By throwing yourself all around. I know. Trust me. In Ridgewood, people walk their kids right in front of the cars with a green light.
I know.
I'm like, you're annoying.
You're annoying and you're making me a murderer.
Anyway, so you're in touch with your anger.
Yeah.
All right.
What are you in touch with after this season?
Oh my God. Let me tell you something. When Chris, Shark Eyes, realizes when Orna says in the wrap up that basically he needs to learn that it takes time for him to process emotions. It comes out later.
Yes.
That's me.
Okay.
So I'm just that's so me. Like something will happen and the truth is it's going to take 24 to 48 business days. Say business hours.
For you to process it. So you're like, okay, that's fine.
I just don't feel anything right away. It takes me time.
That's interesting.
I mean, I feel it, but it takes a second to come out.
I think a lot of people are that way. I feel like I am so like myopic with my emotions that I'm like, okay, I have to deal with this right away. I have to text everyone I know to see what they think of this feeling.
Right.
And it's also counterproductive because it doesn't really, it has to pass. So it's good to let it pass 24/48.
Yeah, it just shocks me because then later I'm walking around and I'm feeling it and I'm like, oh, that was from then.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Interstein. Albert Interstein.
Albert Interstein. Okay, guys, let's get into it. Episode 9 opens up on Halloween in New York City. Kids walking around.
I guess it's Halloween.
Yeah, man. It was Halloween. At first I thought, I don't want it to be Halloween. I don't want this to be a Halloween episode. But it wasn't.
It wasn't. And we open with
it was amazing.
Jason saying, I won that interaction. I won that interaction. And he's talking about being a child, winning an interaction with a renowned ADHD doctor who created a board game.
Yes. So he had such bad ADD as a child that he says the top rated ADHD person, coach, whatever, dragged him out of the room. And he says that he won. He won. But he does turn to Orna and say that working with a professional, it sucked, dude. No offense.
No offense to professionals, but working with them sucks ass.
And she understood.
She was like, I think I know that guy who created the board game.
Yeah, they bleeped his name like it was a curse word.
It was Sigmund Freud.
Imagine.
I actually went to a child psychologist when I was a kid, and she would have me like play games and stuff, and she'd be like, draw like a picture, and I knew it was a test. I was like, I'm not gonna draw my actual emotions, honey.
That's
and then
amazing.
I actually called her because I'm really self-centered and I have a blog where I write about myself on Substack, lightdisorder.substack.com. And I was like, maybe it'd be interesting to write about like whatever my record said about me when I was a child. So I called this woman. I'm almost certain she was suffering from dementia. And it was a very confusing phone call. And she was like, I just have to go through all my file boxes and then I'll send you some records. I'm like, I'm never seeing these records.
I'm never seeing these records again.
Never seeing these records.
That's like a beginning of a movie. Like calling your child. I called my childhood psychiatrist and asked her for the records.
They're like, oh, it's you? Instead of being like, who is this? Wait, now who is this again? Instead, they're like, it's you. And you're like, wait, me? And they're like, the one who drew the picture of the evil ring girl coming out of a well.
And it cuts to you little like the one who got away.
I was the one who got away from my childhood psychiatrist.
Okay, then Orna does this little monologue that was interesting at the beginning of the episode where she says people want to break up when they're doing well in couples therapy, and she notices it as a phenomenon.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool for her to bring up.
Well, I think that's true, and I feel like a lot of times the reason why when people break up, like one person is like distraught and the other person isn't is because the other person has gone through the distraught in the relationship, and then they're like, I see clearly, I'm ready to go. And then the other person is like, why aren't you as distraught as me? It's like, because I already felt all that.
Totally.
I already did all that.
So one's marinating still and the other one has cooked. So then we get to Sienna and Short Guy's Chris.
Now this is interesting because they are starting on the note of his sphincter.
I know.
And they're saying his butt and sphincter were clenched for 40 years.
From the age 4 or 5 to today, his butt was clenched.
And I didn't want to picture that. And she's like, oh, I patted his tushy. And I'm like, oh, you have a normal tushy. Like,
Not tushy. I can't.
I don't
with the
want to
word
be hearing
tushy.
sphincter tushy, anything like that.
I don't
But
like people say tummy. Everyone's like, my tummy hurts. I'm like,
it's hard when people say that. Or they're like,
Tummy and
hot girl
tushy.
tummy problems.
yeah,
Hot
I like
girl
stomach.
IBS problems.
So she says his ass has been unclenched.
His ass has been wrapped up until he met Orna, and now it's loose.
And he woke up and said, I thought she wanted to break up. Turns out that she didn't want to break up. She wants to forgive. Her anger is allowed in the
Yes.
relationship.
She said, I like forgiving you. It feels good.
Yeah. So they basically made up in the end. We really thought they would break up. Didn't we? Or no?
I thought that. And then it's interesting because she said, I like forgiving you. It feels good. And then so Orna is pointing out, like, right now you're in a mode of feeling good forgiveness. You might get angry again. At first, I thought Orna was maybe turning on me and saying, like, oh, actually feeling anger is bad. But actually, she was saying, you guys need to prepare for when she feels her anger that she's allowed to feel. How do you both deal with it? Which
Totally.
I totally, like, that was almost a wow moment for me. And then
Yes. And that
Chris said she's his safe place. So I think this happens with a lot of the couples we're seeing, like Nessa and Drea too. It's like, you're my safe place. So when you're anxious or angry or upset, I feel like everything's in disarray. And Orna is promoting, like, make space for all emotions to a certain extent. Oh, and they both got tattoos, Chris and Sienna, matching tats.
Yes.
Broken hearts with a Band-Aid on them.
With the Band-Aid.
Okay.
But basically, yeah, this was pretty much them saying that. And then also when she gets mad, it doesn't mean that his mommy is in the room with them.
It doesn't
That's
mean
a
mommy's
big
home.
thing. It doesn't mean mommy has arrived.
It just means, like, humans have arrived.
But basically, it's cool. They both have come to life.
They have come to life. And
He needed to have that serious breakdown and cry on her lap. Did he need to cheat for 2 years?
No, he didn't.
he
But
did
I
not
will
need
say,
to cheat
I
for 2
warmed to him in this finale because, I was really struggling with him last 2 episodes. I warmed to him. I was like, he is forgiving her. She's forgiving him. He's moving forward. When I saw, so they're showing B-roll of Halloween the whole episode. So when I saw him letting his daughters do, like, face makeup on him, I was like, okay.
I like him. He reminds me of Jim Carrey.
I can see that.
Like they would play brothers in a movie.
They would play brothers, and who would play the Tongan brother that he paid to have? Moses. Sorry, that was mean. Okay.
But at the end of the day, well, we can do recaps on the end for each of them, but I do want to say wow to that they just made up.
Wow to the Band-Aid with the broken heart with a Band-Aid on it.
She's got to have anger if he cheated for 2 years with a cuddler.
With a cuddle bunny.
Next. God, this pissed me right off. Marge and Jason, I can't.
So, as Orna says, they do a lot of things. I'm like so Coda that Leslie's like upset or uncomfortable. I don't know why. Okay, moving on.
Our friend is here.
Our friend is here, and we're like nervous because she's nervous. Speaking for both.
I'm not.
And just like, I don't care. We're both really nervous about Leslie right now. Okay, so Orna says they do everything separately without consulting the other.
All right. So basically, Ryan, their son, is exhibiting signs of ADD. The mom brings the son to the doctor to a general yearly annual checkup, and she brings up things about him having ADD. Then the doctor's like, let's set up a consultation for the next step, but it sounds like he might have it. But she says, oh no, sorry. Jason says she texts, he has ADD. Do you want to do all this? Yay or nay? That's what he said she texted. But let me tell you something. He's saying she went behind my back, did all this. Guess what, hon? He went behind her back and emailed the school, pulled him out of school. Listen, I'm kind of Jason ride or die.
I know you are.
I love how he's like, loves his kid the house down boots.
He does love his kid the house down boots.
And he's he's a fierce protector, but he got it wrong here by projecting onto her that she was doing what he actually does.
Yes.
But they don't trust each other. They operate differently. They operate as two separate parents.
Yes.
I'll just put it this way. My parents are very independent. And they operated in a very independent ways. And there's some benefits to that. But it's also, these two need to have a fucking conversation once in a while about what they want.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I can see his ADHD. It's like, maybe she I don't know, maybe it's hard to get him to sit and focus and make decisions together, but they need to be like doing a check-in at the end of the night. Like, so what did you do today? Oh, I pulled the kid out of school and I told your mom. Or, oh, I put our kid on medication today. Like,
no, literally.
Can you guys just let each other know stuff like that?
They have horrible communication, but they are they have the cutest bond.
They do. And that's because the bar is low.
Right.
But I thought like it was just amazing this episode how all of the Halloween B-roll of the people was like so them, and I thought it was so them, Marjorie, Jason, and their son to be in a fun house in like hoodies. They didn't have a costume on. They're just in the fun house looking at the lights, and they're just like in their cozy clothes.
They do have some kind of home together within their relationship. There's some kind of security, but it's kind of funny because basically they're like, I'm going to do everything behind your back, both of them.
Yeah.
And also, if you have a kid with raging ADHD issues, would you have 7 pets in the house running around?
Well, the 7 pets actually makes me think like maybe he doesn't even have those issues. Like I think she's just constantly trying to like care as a form of like
it's chaotic
escape, and maybe she's like projecting the ADD. Like who knows if the kid has that, but
she also is dishonest with herself and Jason. At least Jason's honest overall.
Yeah.
Except for that one time when he did fuck up.
When he did take the kid out of school.
And I don't know if we touch on this on the pod, but Jason has denounced pop star Donald Trump.
He has. He made a video on TikTok and he was like, hey, you might recognize me.
Yeah, they're trying to be.
I changed my mind.
Crying. He cried.
In the video, I didn't watch the whole thing.
People change. I don't believe in Trump anymore. I think that's great. I think he's one of the best fathers I've ever seen as far as really caring about, like how cool that he really cares about his kids. You know how many dads are like, I guess put him on the medicine. I don't know. What's his teacher's name? I don't even know what time it is. What size shoe does he wear?
Whatever you think. Whatever you think.
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
At least he's all up in it.
He's all up in it.
And he questions Marge. Because Marge has a mean mom. I think you have to be careful. Watch her ass. Make sure she's not like doing bad things. She doesn't know. We're all a product of our environment.
Yeah.
So he's just trying to make sure. But he said, I know people who get Adderall on the streets, man. Like,
well, because Marge did say it's not addictive. I was like, Marge,
it is.
Didn't you go to high school?
I want Adderall.
You do?
Do you have a history with Adderall?
I have a history of abusing.
Yeah.
I have a history of some guy named he was French in college with braces, adult braces, meeting outside. Little tinfoil ball full of blue pills.
Wow.
Yeah. Sending my mom emails that are manic in the middle of the night. Yeah.
So that's what I want.
Well, I don't have ADHD though. So if you have it apparently it doesn't get you high like that.
That's iconic. I want to take the test because I think I have it. But it also works for me in a sick way. My ADD.
Oh, okay.
Both works. It inspires me and holds me back.
I think the medicine, yeah. I think I know what you mean. I have OCD. I feel like it inspires me to double check everything, be good at some of the work that I do by obsessively checking and double checking. And it holds me back in a lot of ways where I am paralyzed by the idea that I touched something outside that has hantavirus on it and then I touched something inside. By the way, hantavirus, I know it's not coming. I know it's not I hate when people are like, a second pandemic is here.
No, it's
so
like
I'm not trying to be like that.
We would know.
But I'm just saying I have OCD, so I tell myself stories.
Oh, yeah.
Or I'll say like, oh, like I said this thing that offended this person and now they're like going to kill themselves and it's my fault. Or like,
I'm sorry.
no, that's literally.
No, I know. It's real. I know. But let me
tell you.
But you know what? No, they're not gonna.
But
you
medication,
say that voice.
They're not going. And medication is where it's at with OCD. So anyone who's considering it,
just get the pill, move on. In this life, at this point, the way this world is,
just
don't make it harder.
Don't make it harder at all. I know.
Get a little pep in your step, honey.
I just got a pep with Abilify. I was just on Lexapro. Now I have the pep with Abilify.
Better?
Life-changing.
And that is an antidepressant?
I actually don't even know what it is.
All right.
But something like that.
Surf's up. It's working, and that's what matters. Next. Shay and Bill Clinton.
Wait. Let me turn my page. Oh, okay. Shay and Bill Clinton.
The biggest liar, Bill.
Biggest liar, Bill.
All right.
So Bill Clinton.
Girl.
Bill Clinton has a new girlfriend already when they just broke up.
He had a new girlfriend?
They broke up a week ago.
Oh, yeah, the girl with the mask.
The girl who was wearing an N95 inside the board game cafe. And you know exactly the type of person wearing an N95 inside the board game cafe.
I'm wearing an N95 inside of the cafe.
It was tough to see that he already has this new partner.
He's swaggy on the date. Sorry.
I was kind of like
him kicking back, literally like. Now, I want to open with this. Why do they have to be friends? Why are they both addicted?
No,
Imagine going back and back and back to therapy individually, together. We need to be friends. We need to have a friendship.
No.
Orna's saying we need to work on the friendship. Why do you have to be friends?
And I appreciate Orna saying, is this even helpful? Because is it? Like, why do you need to? This is what I'm saying. I said this last week, I think, about the phone call breakup. 20 minutes over. Why do you have to keep talking through it? You don't.
I know.
What's the point? You're not going to be together. And maybe in 10 years, you have another conversation that's like, oh, maybe now we can be friends. But also, like, Shay doesn't need him as a friend.
So I also want to say yes, she doesn't need him as a friend. So then I'm looking at Shay and I think to myself, why are you here doing all of this still?
Yeah.
And guess what I wrote down? Shay talking to him and letting her feelings out reminds me of AA amends because it was for her.
It was for her.
Do you get what I mean? She's healing and getting better by saying what she has to say to him and turning to him and stuff and really that's the work. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know
like she's literally healing in front of our eyes and it's kind of like it's not about him.
It's not about him.
And she needed to do that.
She needed to do that. And you can see how poorly matched they are in their Halloween B-roll where she's glam, like beautiful makeup, singing, and like in a costume, but not a costume because it's just like a glam look.
Yeah, and she's an adult.
Clinton was dressing like the superhero from the SpongeBob show. I forget what that
with shells on his nipples.
The shell bra. What was that? What was that hero called?
I'll tell you one show I don't know anything is that show SpongeBob. I hate his voice, SpongeBob. I don't like that show. I'm really mean about it. I don't like him. I have big problems with SpongeBob.
I loved SpongeBob growing up, and my dad was friends with like these firefighters, and they came to our house for like a cookout, and they lived in the city, like they lived in like Queens or something, and their two daughters that were my age had like belly button rings, like crop tops, whatever, and I was like braces playing with like my toy plastic horse in my room.
How old were you? 19.
11, I think. 11, 12, and they're like fully teens, like the movie 13, and I'm like still in school. So, I mean, they were in school too, but you know what I mean? So they come up to my room and I'm like, please be cool. Like, I'm like through my braces, like, please be cool, please be cool.
No, literally.
And they're like, oh, cool, you have a stereo. And they press play on my radio. Guess what plays? Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. And I was like, what? And they're like, can we put one of our CDs on? And I was like, yeah, this isn't even my CD. Like, I forget. Like, someone borrowed it and this isn't even my CD. And they put on that song that's like, she fucking hates me. So that was an interesting. But what was that guy? It's like not Aquaman, but Clinton was dressed like. I don't know. You're like, doesn't matter. Okay.
No. We can pull it up on the YouTube. We'll show a picture of it.
Yeah, it was clamshell nipples, man.
Yeah, basically, he's too old to be wearing that.
And basically, you see that they're not evenly matched.
So basically, I said sorry, but when he uses that specific high voice, it does seem fake. He laid on her lap. Like shark eyes behavior. He laid onto Shay's lap and was going crazy. I can't with these men
lying down.
And, I wish him the best. And I don't know what to say anymore other than that. I was really happy that was the last time that we saw them other than clipping to them in their outfits.
Totally.
I said Orna's monologue on breaking up well reminds me of Devin because she basically says you have an opportunity to heal in a breakup and that there is a way to do it. And you're like, I don't know, that's like a specialty of yours, breaking up, it seems.
What?
Well, the way you explain, at least like you have you have tips and tricks.
I have tips and tricks for breaking up. When I was broken up with.
Now that's another story.
That was really something. That was something that nobody should ever in their right mind have to witness. Everyone who follows me on Instagram witnessed it. Everyone who's friends with me, especially in this room, witnessed it. Everyone was getting pictures. Should I post this? Should I not post this? Will you take my picture? Do I look good? Do I look bad?
You became obsessed with your phone after the breakup.
Because I was like, I actually did. Someone did say to me, oh, wow, you did successfully do it. Because we did get back together. He texted me 12:03 a.m. on my birthday, 1 month after we broke up. And he was like, hey, what's up? And then he's like, do you want to talk when you get back? I said, no, I don't want to talk. And then he's like, wait, what? Why? We get back together and it was horrible. And then I broke up with him. And when I broke up with him, yeah, for a second I was fine. But then The whole thing was he didn't like me that much.
Right, you thirst trapped him back. That's
But
what
yeah.
every girl wants to
Sorry,
do.
I lost track of what I was saying. What I meant to say was I thirst trapped him back.
Mhm.
It never works because same
No.
problems, same situation.
And if someone only likes you when you
for
look
your thirst
hot
trap,
in a picture,
exactly.
they don't.
No, you need to
even
be with someone
deserve-
who posts the ugliest thing you've ever seen, and that's what Eli does. He'll post it. I'm like, with my hair coming out of my bun, and he's like, my perfect whatever.
No, literally.
That's what you need.
Well, I mean, I always say this, but if someone loves you, they post ugly pictures of you.
Yep.
Like your parents' Facebooks are filled with ugly, disgusting pictures of you on Christmas. Literally, you look disgusting.
Christmas,
but it's because they
They love
you.
you and they think you look perfect.
And when someone mezza towards you, they need to post only hot pics, I think.
Or none, as I've experienced.
Yeah, none is a great sign.
Dying to get on the grid is a red flag.
Zoyan.
Doyen.
I love not engaging in such behaviors. I mean, here and there I'll post, but it's an ultimate red flag is posting a million hot pictures of your partner on your
But I'm saying it's a red flag
grid.
if they won't post you.
That is, but also if they're only posting hot pics of you.
Yes.
There's many different ways this can go. But if someone loves you, they're going to have this ugly picture of you and you just have to be like, wow, that's love.
I agree. Like Kourtney Kardashian started being like no makeup grunge on the show when she first started dating Travis. I feel like Kylie is like more plastic than ever now that she's with Timmy.
I guess I love them.
You love Kylie and Timmy?
Oh, I absolutely think that they are having fun.
Okay.
He loves her boobs because she has them out ever since she met him, out flying all around. She's at the Oscars surrounded by all these like certain types of like, and she's literally out here in like a Charlotte Russe dress, it looks like. She doesn't care because she's happy and free, and he's obsessed with her.
I think she does care though. She's trying so hard to look so hot because
No, she's free.
Really? If I was free, I'm wearing a t-shirt to can.
I think that she's that girl. Do you know what I mean? Like I really feel she's thriving in her zone. I feel like she's really embodied. That's how I think she looks really happy.
Yeah, I could see that, I guess.
She's hot. She's like, I'm hot.
Right, but being like I'm hot was not happy for me.
Because that's not your truth, but it is Kylie's truth.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
I guess people have different truths.
But
I was shook the other day because we were watching Friday Night Lights, me and Eli, because he's never seen it. And he was like, oh my God, like Tammy Taylor, Coach Taylor's wife, he's like, she always has her boobs out. And I was like, you wish I had that. And he's like, no, I don't mind that you dress modestly. And I was like, do I dress modestly? I guess I do now. Look at me. I'm
my God, yeah,
do I dress modestly?
Oh my God,
covered up all the way to
literally.
my socks. Do I dress modestly? But I used to be out in bra,
but it wasn't
see-through.
authentic to you.
It wasn't authentic to me. I was wearing scuba suits, corsets.
Scuba, yeah. Oh my God, I know what you mean with the scuba. The Kardashians. Sorry, this is an episode of the Kardashians, but they're always in scuba.
They're always in scuba.
Like that looks so uncomfortable.
This
is the most me I can be. Jeans. I mean, I've been wearing jeans skirt and a t-shirt, honey.
This is not really me, but the most me I can be is in sweats ass. Okay, so Nessa and Drea.
Okay. All right, Drea and Nessa are last. We just got yelled at and we're keeping it on. We're keeping it on the show. Punk rock.
Oh my God. You kill me. You actually kill me. Okay. So Nessa.
All right, Nessa and Drea. Oh my God. How
of course,
annoying.
Of course, all caps.
I'm so over them.
Of course.
I like her because she doesn't like me. I don't like her because she likes me. I like her because she doesn't like me. Over and over. She's so stupid. I'm sorry, Nessa is a stupid person. No. I'm sorry. I don't really ever talk like that.
Okay, but let me say this. I wrote, of course, because Nessa said she longs for Drea when Drea is unavailable, and they're saying it as if it's like they're saying it as if it's the same thing as Chris and Sienna saying like, oh, I actually like love feeling forgiving of you and I'm making space for your emotions. She's like, yeah, I guess I just long for her when she's unavailable. That's not good.
It's not good. And guess what? All this girl does for the last 20 years, 20 to 40, leaves the house, go find myself.
I'm on a journey.
I need to go on a journey. I'm going
Individuation.
on a cruise. I'm marrying a man. I'm buying a house. I'm coming back to you.
Yes.
Get a grip.
Get
you don't know
out.
who you are. You don't know what you want. Every time do you know how many, let me tell you something. You know how you thirst trapped a man back? You want to know what I did for years? Ignored a man so much that he just, every time I would not speak to him or look at him or talk to him, then he would become obsessed with me. Do you know what a trap that was for me for years? Me of all people, okay? Being silent like this, waiting. Me. All I want to do is talk. Now I'm in love. All I do is talk.
Yeah.
I'm not stop talking. He's talking.
We're
I love
talking.
talking. Look at me right now on the mic. Imagine me.
Silent.
For years, the more silent I was, if I didn't answer him or text him or ever call him, then he liked me. I was suffering in silence, living as a silent person.
And this is what Drea thinks she wants now.
And that's what's going to happen here. The less she talks, the more the other one likes her. It's whatever kind of person that is, run the other way. I don't even know what that's called.
And you know what?
It's not even avoidant. It's like they like silent.
Okay, but
silent kink?
You know, you just said Nessa is not a smart person. Orna said that you two are deliciously smart.
Yeah, I know.
That's not something I want to hear anyone say about anyone.
Well,
deliciously smart.
Ew, I hate when people say delicious.
Or like yummy.
Tummy, yummy, delicious. Ain't not
But I do think Drea made some progress because Drea said, I thought the more I controlled her, the more she would want to be here with me. Like that feeling of like, I relate to that of like, if I can control this person to be next to me enough, then if I can see them at all times, if I can be around them, if I can see what they're doing and I know everything about them and we're enmeshed, then they'll be happy because I know how they should be happy. But she's learning that the more she lets Nessa be her own person and Drea be her own person, the more at peace they are. But I think that would be healthy if it wasn't the fact that I don't think Nessa's made any progress. Nessa is still like, when Orna brings up hard things, Nessa's like, oh, that wasn't a big deal. Like Nessa is not progressing. So
Nessa is not emotionally mature at all. And she's always saying this girl's putting on a nightie, and it's like, stop talking about the nightie. No one's forcing you to have sex with her when she puts the nightie on. And she's like, she puts on the nightie and walks in front of me. It's like, you're so stupid, girl. Okay, and then also I want to say something I relate to. This is so crazy. I can't wait to hear what you think.
Okay.
Nessa bringing up a shooting that happened to her.
Oh my God, I forgot.
On the last session. I've done that. Not about a shooting, but I have waited until the last session with a therapist to like say something that I should have said day one. Well, because that's why I actually went there, but I was too shy. And then in the last like 10 minutes, I'm like, I think I'm also queer. And then they're like, well, okay, we don't have time for that. But it's like, I should have said it day one.
No, it's interesting you said it because I was trying to remember. That's what she brought up, that she also was like, yeah, but it's like not that big of a deal. Like that's what she does with everything. But that was crazy. Yeah, bring that up. And again, that's like, okay, so you've just started. They're going to end up in the Shay and Clinton position where it's like Nessa's just starting to make a breakthrough into like, maybe I'm ready to make progress.
Yeah.
Drea is like a whole new person.
Drea is a whole new person. She needs to be with someone who really wants to be with her. And honestly, 40, please, what I would not wish on anyone in this life is to be 40-year-old and playing this game that we've all played, where you're like pretending to be somebody else, you don't have a life, you have to pretend to have hobbies so that they like you.
Yeah.
No.
Next.
Well, actually, is there anything else about them you want to say?
No, I mean, there's like nothing left, I guess.
Last year, Drea, Drea at the end going, which one of us was your favorite?
I thought that was kind of funny.
I feel like she's annoying.
Well, I like Drea. I liked when she was like, you're
did.
pissing me off. It hurts my teeth to admit that you're right. I guess I see myself in some of these more difficult women.
And I'm not saying I don't have that side, but I just am like, when we're in therapy, it's time to be mature. I have a huge trigger. I have a Capricorn moon. I don't like immature things.
I have a Capricorn. Wait, I have a Capricorn moon. I'm Pisces, Sun, Cancer, rising, Capricorn moon.
Did you know that a Capricorn moon is the most difficult placement in the zodiac? Ask anyone, because it's not supposed to be there.
What?
The Capricorn is running our emotions. Capricorn is not emotional. It's like the father.
But with Pisces is so emotional.
I know. And with Leo too. But honestly, it helps you get things done.
That might make sense. Okay, but let me say this. Wait, so how does that impact how you would be in therapy?
Oh,
The
anyway.
Capricorn moon.
Oh, wait, but what were we I'm gonna answer that, but what were we saying that before that? I don't remember. Wait, what did you I
Okay,
don't
wait,
you reading.
wait,
I don't know, but
so
basically, wait, but what were we just saying?
Drea, I like Drea. She's a difficult
immature
woman.
stuff. That's
I like difficult women, but they're being immature in therapy.
and that triggers me. It might be something about me, maybe whatever I'm projecting. I don't know, but I don't like people being like, so what? Who's better? And like being like childish.
Well, I love when I was in therapy, couples therapy with my boyfriend when I was in my early 20s. He was in his 30s. We went to this old man on the Upper East Side, and every week I was like tallying up like, oh my God, I'm right about this and you're wrong. Like I couldn't, but then again, I was 24, 25.
Yeah.
But I was like coming in to be like, so this what happened this week. And what do you think? And I could have sworn that he was on my side every time.
Yeah.
Because like one example, it was like around 2016. And I tweeted, I hate men. I know that's annoying. I was 25. I tweeted, I hate men, whatever. And my boyfriend, who was 8 years older than me, so 32, wanted me to delete the tweet. And it was like, I remember being like, okay, like the tweet is dumb, but I don't want to delete it because he's the one asking. So then we go into therapy and I'm like, he wanted me to delete a tweet that said, I hate men. And then my partner at the time is like, because imagine how it makes me feel like I'm a man. And like people I know are going to see that and think like she hates men. And like I'm a man. And so she hates me and whatever. And the therapist is like, have you been reading the news? Can't you imagine how a woman would feel at this time, 2016, Me Too, whatever. And I was like,
yeah,
so happy. But then the guy that I was dating said, I actually think people like Harvey Weinstein deserve a second chance because everyone deserves a second chance in life. And I said,
you said,
I am the hero in this dynamic and you are the villain. And then I stayed together with him probably for maybe like another year or so. So anyway, that's me. But I loved coming in, like, listen to our story. I know you're going to be on my side. And to be honest, it's because I was like, I know that I'm morally superior and intellectually superior to this person. And I enjoyed that. And then I actually went with the guy who broke up with me. And the person immediately was like calling me out. I was like, I'm never going again. We have to stop going. I can't believe she spoke to me that way.
Yeah.
So
I have kind of the opposite. Well, I think that's part of the beauty of this show is that we operate differently. I have a trigger from being little feeling surrounded by idiots. Like, I don't want to be right. I don't want to be the smart one.
Really?
I'm not interested in being the stoic one while someone else gets to be crazy.
Wow.
I do not like that. I have attracted it in my life before. I've made strides, honey. When I see someone is like the one that is, I'm smarter than, I don't want to be around them. That does not get me off. I'm not interested in being the smartest one in the room. I know that's kind of like a classic line.
No,
but especially I don't want to be the smartest one in the relationship. I mean, Devin is smart in a different way. I have to respect you intellectually, and I'm not interested in sunning the person I'm with. It's just I'm like, this is not hot to me
now at all. But back then, I guess I was when I was 25 with my 10 years old boyfriend.
But when I see adults doing it, like 40 years old, being it's like, upsetting. Who's better? I'm like, this is like,
it's upsetting. No,
it seems annoying to me. And I think because when I was little, I just felt like I was like, who's in charge here vibes.
Totally.
I don't like feel, it's like hard for me when I feel like everyone is stupid.
I can see that.
It's very hard for me. I find it triggering. Like me and Devin, when we're having like a back and forth, I'll say to him, well, I'm not talking, so you talk now. And then he's so amazing by being like, you're right. It's because like I can just do all the heavy lifting, but I'm not interested in that. I don't want to be. I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately.
No, I think having the correct opinion was like the highest currency in my household growing up.
Yes.
It was like, you're going to have a few seconds to talk between these two Leo-ass parents. So you better say the right thing. And it was all about like, you like that, like that's stupid, or like that's not smart, or that's not like cinema, or that's not whatever. Right. Look at me now. All I'm interested in is My Strange Addiction, 90 Day Fiance.
I love that.
Reading old stupid articles on what was this thing that I used to be addicted to? Not Just Jared, but something like Just Jared that I used to read all the time.
Perez
but it was
Hilton.
like, no, it wasn't Perez Hilton. It was like It was like none of your business.com or something.
I love that.
It literally was called something like that. Anyway, that was me, and I feel like I rebelled in a way of being trash. But it's also interesting with this because embracing your anger, growing up, my parents would always say, "Oh, we had the perfect teenagers. Jack and Devin were perfect teenagers. That like we never rebelled.
Oh,
You're
then you do.
supposed to rebel. You're
Yeah.
supposed to feel space to say your opinion." So we internalized all our anger, and then at the same time when I was going through getting dumped and whatever, I was like feeling anger for the first time, which is less attractive in a 31-year-old than in a 5-year-old to have tantrums.
Right. So you relate to the people who didn't have anger when they were younger.
Yeah, I guess I relate to being like childish when you're an adult when you should have gone through that. And
I'm not saying I'm perfect by any means. It just is a trigger of mine to feel smart. Like I'm like, hello, is anybody here?
Right.
Like I felt like a chaperone when I was little. Like I was like a little old lady with my hands in my pockets, and I was like, no, literally, I was
that
like
breaks
an
my heart.
No, I was acting like the guy that hosts the actor studio.
Stop.
Inside the actor studio, James Lipton. Like I would be sitting on the couch, like, so now what, mother? I don't know. I was just like that.
That's so funny. That's really funny.
And then I had to find that's why, honestly, whatever the hell your problem is, you just have to find a way to like make use of it. Cause now when I write these stories and I'm like holding court and doing them, I'm like, there's a part of my younger self that's like, finally, look how smart I am.
Oh.
I feel like you just have to find a way. Like even if yours is like, look how right I am in something that you do.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be, it's like a healthy way to use it. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. I think for so long I wanted to be a lawyer.
Yes, that makes sense.
No degree. No college degree.
Right.
For so long I wanted to be a lawyer because I was like, I wanted to be on the stand and be like, oh, you think you're right. Let me tell you this. You're wrong. But
you just need to find a way for you to do that. You becoming those shows where you debate people on YouTube. Like you and Erica Kirk. You go on Candace Owens. You become Candace Owens.
I start making stitches with people's TikToks that are like, oh, you should make your mac and cheese with oat milk. I'm like,
yeah, literally, that could work.
No, I don't know.
Just private them.
I don't know what I don't know what my calling in life is, but
we're getting there.
We're getting there.
Anyway, so as we round this out, Shorty.
What's your wow?
Wow of the season?
Wow of the season.
I have a couple.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, wait, hold on. Well, the first thing I thought of is those 2 dinners, but I did that last episode.
Those 2 dinners.
Clinton having funfetti pancakes for dinner while Shay had a steak with wine.
Yeah.
That was a wow. That was basically like you are what you eat vibes. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that was a deep moment.
Was a deep moment.
But it was also very literal.
I think what is my wow? I guess I wasn't wowed.
Well, what did you think of the season?
It wasn't the best season.
I agree.
There was, like you said, there wasn't anyone really to root for where I was like, these people are in love. I want them to stay together. I did see myself, as you know, in a lot of the dynamics. So that was interesting and I enjoyed that. And it was definitely like, I was perplexed. I was propelled to keep watching, but I wasn't necessarily blown away.
Totally. I also I always think Orna nails it, but this season there were things she did.
She was being like deliciously smart. She got too much. Maybe she read too many positive reviews of her. Charlie XCX called her hot, and now she's like deliciously smart with the braid.
That could be it. Also, I just think sometimes she misses the mark. I think when she told Jason, you're projecting your childhood onto when the grandma Lois was being mean to the son and he was protecting his son, she was like, this is about you when you were little. And I'm like, no, he's literally being a good dad.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes she is like obsessed with everything being about childhood, which is true. But sometimes you're just sometimes you have to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
And I feel like she was just kind of wrong there. And then also her I Don't Think So, Honey illuminated a part of her that was very dark-sided.
She's a bit dark-sided. I mean, I guess my biggest wow now that you bring it up, well, you didn't bring it up, but now, period. My biggest wow was when she said to Nessa, like, your feeling about Drea being in a bad mood is like, what you're sharing about how Drea gets in moods isn't about Drea, it's about you, because you have to be able to allow your partner to have bad moods and not freak out about it. That was a
Totally.
wow for me personally to learn from. And I also was wowed by the fact that Nessa was married to a man.
Oh my
And
God.
and God talks to her.
When you do everything but just accept reality, she isn't like life's on life's terms type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
she's like I know people like this where it's like you always want like something different. It's like sometimes this is just what we have.
Yeah. Well,
she's like in fantasy.
She's in fantasy. Yeah,
Those
big time.
people to be with someone like that is very hard.
That would be
Goldilocks
exhausting.
ass.
Goldilocks. She is Goldilocks ass.
Too hot, too cold,
too big, too small, too medium. No, that's really true. And like being like, well, I don't want to be together, but I want to have another kid together, and I want to still be in each other. Like wanting Goldilocks and wanting cake and eating it too.
Yeah,
is a bad combo.
Yeah, I went on a date once where someone said to me, "I don't want to get married, but I want kids." That's you want problems. You know what I'm saying? Like you're. I'm sorry. You want all. Well, there might be ways to do that, but in a lot of ways between a man and a woman, that just sounds like you want to have sex with a lot of people.
Well, it's also like I think sometimes it annoys me with people on the apps when they're like, I just want to be different. Like I don't want to get married because I'm kind of a different kind of girl.
Right.
But I do want kids. I don't know. But I haven't been on the apps in 2 years, not to brag.
Yeah, I think it's different out there now.
I think Discord is the app where it's at, according to Clinton and his new GF.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I've seen Shay on Reddit. I've been doing some deep dive trying to see what's all going on. It's really this show is amazing. Everyone is brave who goes on it. At the end of the day, we all learn about ourselves through it. There's no amount of money on God's green earth I would ever be on this show.
I've been desperate enough in a relationship that I would have gone on it because I'm like, Orna's the best and Orna's going to convince this person that I'm right. But other than that, I wouldn't.
Totally. So at the end of the day, you're addicted to being right. I can't be the smartest person. And also I'm delayed. I'm a delayed processor.
And at the end of the day, it's cellulite sunglasses.
Cellulite
summer.
Sunglass summer. Thank you to everyone who watched. At this point, go ahead, rate.
At this point, you might as well you might as well subscribe, you might as well share on your socials.
And if there is a part 2, we'll be back, shorty.
Thanks, my friend's basement. Oh my God, by the way, shout out my grandma who said, wait, so you filmed this in your friend's basement? I said, it's actually a studio called My Friend's Basement.
Yeah, it's like we're not actually in the basement, but it's like, feels like it.
It feels like
you're hanging out.
Totally.
Thank
okay.
you.
Bye.
Bye.